Hi everyone, it's Kerry Engel here with another Technique Taster and Creative Scrapbooker magazine. Today I'm going to show you how I make my own washi tape using Elizabeth Craft Designs double-sided tape. We're going to use a gel plate, and I'm going to show you two really quick and dirty techniques for creating your own really artistic art tape, washi tape, call it what you want. It makes for great cards and a great addition to your art journaling and scrapbooking stash. My gel plate is well loved, and so just ignore, I put some of those marks on the back side, ignore that. But what we're going to do today is use a variety of acrylic pens and some Elizabeth Crafts Design double-sided tape. It comes in different sizes. I'm going to use this bigger one, and I'm just going to pre-cut my tape to this size. If you the adhesive on your scissors, you can remove that very easily with nail polish remover or rubbing alcohol. So I've used this big one, I'm pre-cutting, and we've got our gel plate, and I'm just going to roll out a variety of colors. I'm not going to do a lot of gel plating technique here, and just so that you can show that this can be really quick and dirty. So we might make a bit of an ombre background here. Deli paper here just to pick up any extras that I might have on my roller. There we go. So we've got this down. We could do a bunch of fun things on our gel plate, or we can just lay down the color. And then we're going to put down the double-sided tape. Let it sit for a couple seconds. And then pull it off. So then you get this really fun piece of sort of transparent washi tape that then we can do a few more things to. We've got a lot of paint on here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull another one, just because that's a really fun combination, isn't it? It's like a hot summer night. Little bolder one, and I'll just clean off my plate with this. Now what's happened here with our adhesive is, where the paint is, we need to let that dry for a bit, and then what will happen is it'll still be sticky in spots. So then we're going to go in with some of our Distress Embossing Glaze on top of that, and create this a really nice, fun, textured, yummy layer. So we're going to let this dry for a bit. Take some of our embossing glaze, and I'm going to want it to reach all the way to the edges, so maybe I'm going to start at the top here into the darker orange a bit, and just try to cover most of the paper now. Sticky. You can use your finger to kind of get it in spots where it doesn't want to go for you. You don't want it to be sticky when it's in your stash. So now I'm going to take my heat gun, and I'm going to carefully activate the glaze. You don't want to burn your paper. You'll tell, it'll start to get glossy, and that's the look we're looking for. They're so bright and bold, they're going to be beautiful. Let's make some washi tape. Pulled out my OLFA It's their Rotary mat. And I'm going to use this because this blade is, their craft blade is weighted, and it really allows you to be accurate and to get through the different layers that we have here. And just to make sure it doesn't slip, I'm going to give it a little tape. Just on this side here. Because I'm sloppy. Okay. So we're going to cut these. And I'm not sure, you know, you can cut them into any size you want. This is a 1-inch strip. We'll cut a few for you, just so you can see. That cuts so beautifully. And like, look how just cutting it into a strip changes the look of it, right? So you could use this on cards, on scrapbooking pages. I'll make this one a little bit. I always find when you cut these big pieces up and then into smaller pieces, it just transforms them again and again and again. The other thing you can do is you could take an Elizabeth Crafts die and cut out a shape out of this as well. When you do lay your tape down, I've put it down here on a dictionary page, you can see that the dictionary page or whatever you have behind the tape will show through, because it's a bit transparent, which I think is part of the beauty of all that. You could use a die. I've used this Elizabeth Craft die to, I've used the insides to make my pebbles. I'm going to show you one other technique, very similar, but this time we're going to add some of the Nuvo alcohol ink marker to the gel plate. And the Nuvo pens come with 2 different nibs. So the bullet tip and the chisel. And the chisel is really great for making really simple marks on the page. Now this paint or the alcohol will change color. The black doesn't stay black, and it's kind of fun to see the unpredictability here. So the chisel, you can make just simple marks like this. You could do some circles. We'll try a few different colors here so you can see just how crazy your mark making can become and how unpredictable. So we have black smoke here. The markers dry pretty much right away, so we don't have to wait for anything to dry before we add the layer of white. You don't want it too thick. And you can see right off that the black starts to turn funky yellow. So we're just gonna wait for a minute, let that dry. So I'm gonna take my double-sided tape here, lay it down. Theoretically, all the paint should come off. This is a bit of a, because it's dried, we're hoping to remove everything from the plate. Unlike the last time where I was just pulling off a couple layers because my paint was still wet. So 2 different techniques. This is always the fun part, isn't it? The big reveal. So what's happened this time, because we let the paint dry, this paper is slightly less tacky. So it's not 100% not tacky. It still needs the distress powder on top, but there are some spots that are a little less tacky. So we're going to try a couple different ones this time. This one is the speckled egg and the antique linen. So it'll be more transparent with this antique linen color here. The markers will discolor and will eventually wear off, but your gel plate, but I love having all those fun layers that show up unexpectedly at other times, so I don't mind that. So now it's the sticky spots are covered now with the distressed glaze. So they're shiny, some of them are raised, and you get, when we cut it, you'll see that we get this transparent washi tape. So I could cut this way, this way. I could have long ones, short ones, depending on what you want. So here you have it in a really quick session with the gel plate. I've been able to make several different really simple backgrounds on the double-sided adhesive, and then I can cut it up to create a whole host of washi tapes for me to start using just about anywhere. And you know, you can die cut them as well, but I love the washi tape idea, and I love that they're transparent. So here you have it, my final card using the washi tape that I've made. Really simple. I mean, part of me would love to even just leave the card as it was without the sentiment. I like it both ways, but you can see how you could create a whole bunch of different things with this washi tape now. And just remember, it is transparent, so if you were to put it on top of something with printed material on it, that some of the text would show through as well. So a really great technique, and I just love having my own handmade elements in my stash. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check us out on Instagram and Facebook.